God. It's 1-2.
Comic talk.
And we're opening comics.
We're doing more than that.
Well,
check us out. Stuff you see behind
that's
us.
what I'm looking forward to.
It's stuff I read. And Kai, what did you read?
I just read Mercy.
Just
Mercy out of all those.
So whose idea was actually to get that?
It was all mine. I started following Mirka and Dolfo, and I was like, yo, this looks cool. We got to pre-order this. And you said you saw it, but you didn't think of actually getting it. So
I wasn't certain.
I was like, yo, yeah, get this. Especially after I saw that it got completely sold out on New Comic Book Day. Mercy's a hot read right now.
So right here, this is the A cover, and
we have an art room, but
exactly, which is in there. So Kai, tell us a little bit about the story.
It's about a woman and another family, the Swansons. The woman is Lady Helene, and it's a very mysterious tale. It doesn't explain everything right off the bat. Certain parts are just kind of there without any reasoning, but it's like it wants you to keep them in the back of your head because it'll get explained down the road and it'll all kind of piece together and make sense. Because right as this starts, like everything, you kind of like, huh?
It seemed like there was going to be a lot from the solicitations that I had read. It seemed like there was going to be a lot thrown at you all at once, and it didn't seem like it was going to work itself out until probably around the third issue is the impression I was getting. Now I can't remember if it's going to be 5 or 6 issues.
Probably 6.
I have to reread and to find out.
I'm dying to.
I know you are. I wanted to touch on a few of the other books that is behind you. So starting from what I always call off stage, but behind Kai's head here is Sumerian. There's another ablaze, since we're sticking with the kind of the I guess that's Image, isn't it? Yeah. So Mirka, she does a book with Ablaze, which is Unsacred, and so she's getting around. Kai's is just digging into that book. So Sumerian is the tale of Conan the way it was originally told, not in the Marvel fashion. It is considerably.
Conan was a Marvel thing?
It is now.
Yeah, this is going to take me a long time to open, so we can talk.
So it is considerably mellowed in comparison to what this story is telling. This story is
how brutal and like real the actual Conan was.
It really, well, Conan is
insane.
A barbarian, a brute, a pirate. You know, he was in the, I guess, more modern sense of the word, capitalist of the time of his circumstances. So he was rather brutal because of he utilized his attributes. His attributes were being able to kill, and he does it well.
And pillage.
So let's take these out in pieces. There you go.
Jesus.
Give me a piece.
Oh, you got a Thor card.
You get a piece. Yeah, I did. You get it. And then, so this is how we're going to do this. Hold on. I want to get rid of that. And then what I'm going to do
is a lot of comics.
Is give you.
How was I going to do this? To put them in?
Well, I had to empty them. I guess we got a few books, as you see.
We're going to fit 50 in these things? Oh my God, and they're full already.
Well, you're going to have to hold that for me, and then I'm going to have to empty this. So let's just go ahead and show what we ended up getting recently. So I haven't got to read 5 yet. Everything that we're going to pull out right now, we have not got to read. I am more than following this. I dig Mark Waid stuff. You know, and I'm glad he's writing, and I really like this storyline. So I'm in, and I know there's only a few more issues anyways. You know, the thing I hear about Miles Morales is everyone's saying, I want to stop reading, but it's still so good.
It is good.
Yeah, the storyline is good.
What is it?
Spider-Verse stuff.
That's cool. I want to read that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in his own realm. This is for us few old timers. I'm not a boomer. I'm close, but I'm not a boomer. But those that are will still relate. Anyways, moving on.
That's empty.
Perfect. So this is how we're gonna do this. Now that we got that empty, let's go ahead and put these on here. Let's make sure this is empty. Great. I know you're digging. Let's go ahead and
Start at the tear I made.
I guess this blade's gonna have to get
Pretty close. Oosh. Snip, snip, snip. All right, we got it.
Hey, easy. That's one set.
Mm.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, I was okay.
All right. So now that that's open,
Want me to open the rest?
yeah, rinse and repeat.
Okay. This is a good way to do it.
Mr. Surgery, huh? Check him out. So I don't know what you out there have been buying and reading, but again, I'm gonna go on with the Crow. Now I'm gonna finish up by saying Sumerian is everything that you hope Conan to be. Tells us the tale the way it was originally meant, and the bonus plan is at the end of the story of the modern way it's told, you get the old pulp style of how it was initially and originally written, which is really, really cool.
Open up the last bag here.
Then we got our little packing sleep. So we saved 40%. Well, there was no savings on that one or that one because that was the Thor trading cards and the Spirit, Ghost Rider, Mother of Demons. I got that design cover for $8, which I was told I was pretty much going rate, just under ratio. And then Black House. So 40%, 35, 50% off on this, which is a great deal. And 40% all the way down to 50, 40% all the way down, a 35, a 30. That 30 was I got the Unsacred number 4 cover B. They only gave me a 30% discount on that.
Oh, thank God.
What'd you do? You hurting stuff?
I didn't.
Easy.
Do anything,
Stop it.
But the cover. Whoa. Already looking at cool stuff.
Here. I think this, yeah, that's how it is. That's the top. All right. So take out those, put those there.
Mortal Hulk, great power.
I can't believe that you grabbed it from the center.
I know. We're already getting into this. I'm really excited.
I know you are.
Immortal Hulk #1 variant. This looks really cool. I mean, we have 50 comics to go through, so we kind of need to get through all these.
Okay, what
in
this
a
one
timely
is
fashion.
this is the great power. Yeah, that's how late we are. I don't know if you noticed that Kai and I, we end up doing this once a month. So, oh yeah, this is also stuff that
Our orders didn't come in,
well, we get them
ever.
once a month.
but they didn't come last month.
There's a couple that that they apologized. Some of the stuff we had, they said was damaged, so they didn't send it.
We got Spider-Verse #5. I guess you're reading this.
White Ash. This is a brilliant read. I thought it was good enough initially as what it was initially telling, and then when I got to the end of this second issue, I was what?
We got Spider-Man and Venom, Double Trouble. The number 4. This is actually the ending.
I am so chomping on the bit to finish this out. I love this tale.
We got
It is so fun.
Immortal Hulk, Great Power, number 1. He's in the Spider-Man.
CA cover. So this is that hybrid Hulk Spidey
We got Marvel
cover A,
Black Cat number 9.
which I've been reading Black Cat. I love the series. You know, I know people are out there going, who is buying and reading Black Cat? You're looking at one of them. I'm buying all these women-led books.
Weapon Plus.
Now, this was one of the ones that was damaged. So they decided not to send this one, which was in the initial batch, but to wait until they got their reorder in to send me.
Ravencroft, Institute for the Criminally Insane.
Which I really enjoyed the first one. I really look forward to reading this one.
We got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 3 of 5.
Please give me a moment.
I'm like,
Please give me a
there's
moment.
lot.
I understand. I just need a moment.
Oh, damn.
And I did get to read this.
This
and
is already
I'm
Thor
enjoying
number 3.
this. Well, not only that, I think Thor number 4 is in there too. I think that was another one of those that they didn't send.
I need to be reading it. But yeah, this is Thor number 3.
And I know everyone's digging this. I know I am. The reviews are already out there, you know, so I don't need to.
This is a Venom Island 23.
23. I'm waiting on this. I am a huge symbiote, just slave to the symbiote stories. I'm a fan and a half.
So Flamethrower is your best friend there, probably.
Well, I know he ends up cutting his arm off, and I know he's trying to burn out all the symbiote stuff that's going on. He's having issues with Carnage. Everyone's always having issues with Carnage. How can you not?
Wolverine. Oh, this is a Wolverine facsimile.
And what I end up doing is the facsimiles I end up buying are, I think every facsimile I've ever bought so far, I own. So I own the original of this. That's why I buy these facsimiles, so I can go ahead and not worry about damaging the originals.
Marvel Action 1 Spider-Man.
Now, a buddy of ours friend, his name is Brandon Easton. And Mike, I know you're out there, and I think it's Manila. But this is a buddy of ours, friend, and his name is Brandon. He's the one that's writing this. So that was one of the reasons why I don't necessarily need to pick up the 8 to 12-year-old book, but to support him is the reason why we end up doing the pickup on this one.
So we got Spirit of Ghost Rider, Mother of Demons number 1.
Now this is just a regular variant. I don't think this is the concept one. I don't think so. So we burned through all that stack?
Yep. Making good pace.
Yeah, we are. Now, I don't know if there is anyone in the comments or not. I don't see anyone. I don't think we're in the private chat. So I just want to make sure we're not missing anybody in case there is anybody there. Forgive us for a moment. Just to make sure that I'm not missing anyone. Now, I don't know. Perfect. There's absolutely no one.
Yeah, I know.
Which is fine. Let's go through these books. Here's another stack. Let me make sure I'm holding that
that's 2
too.
Stacks.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, that is.
No, can you remove the rubber bands for me? Thank you.
That is 2 stacks.
That is definitely no. Yeesh, really?
What else? Oh, this is a thick book, Wolverine #1.
No,
Oh
I've
my
read
god,
it.
this is
He
thick.
hasn't. This is the cover. I believe you picked. This is at Arkham. I believe it's an Arkham. Hey, Mark. Hope you're doing well. We're just showing off our books. We end up getting books in. Half of our haul comes in monthly, and the other half we buy weekly. So a good portion. Actually, everything you see behind us, we had bought locally, and everything we're now showing, we bought through our online.
Venom 23.
Now this is the variant everyone was basically chomping. No, I'm hoping. Yeah, I got a good cover. I know that some people had theirs damaged, and this is a great example. So this is something like everyone else want to get signed.
Thor #3, Gwen Stacy variant.
Yeah, I am a sucker for buying duplicates, and this was the only variant that was being offered was this B, and being that it's a Gwen Stacy slash last month and then into this month Spider Woman. I'm that's what we're getting.
Ooh, this is the concept Mother of Demons.
That's it. This is the one that costs $8. I have yet to read the Mother of Demons. I am all in on the Ghost Rider stuff. So, and I'm digging the whole new hey, comic book lurking. Thor is pretty dope. You know, I'm a huge Kate's fan.
Star #2.
So
you've been reading this.
I've been reading this, and I'm gonna go all the way through. I believe it's 5 issues in this, at most 6. So it's like, you know, they can't hurt me. I'm enjoying it, and I'm digging the covers, and the art inside is good. The stories are solid. I mean, there's nothing super riveting, but it's good storytelling that I'm enjoying reading.
Ghost Rider #5.
Which I already made mention. I'm digging the storyline. It's fun. Moving on down the road.
Captain Marvel.
Another variant.
15.
Oh no, that is the Marvel. Yeah, I've been getting all the connecting covers. I'm a sucker for connecting covers. And now this portfolio is full, so that's 2 full. I just said 2 full. I wasn't even trying for that joke.
The American Jesus #3.
Let me switch. Let me have this empty.
No, wait a second.
You take the full.
I think I see what's at the bottom. Oh, no, never mind. It's not.
So I can then fill this one up.
Yeah, okay.
Strange Academy is dope. Let's take this moment then, Kai. He and I got to actually see Scotty Young at the convention. He pulled us to the side. I don't know how much he was paying attention, but I got to rap with him, and he told us all about this. And he was telling us how he wanted to remove this story from being told in the stereotypical New York setting. He didn't want it to go to the West Coast. He purposely picked New Orleans. He was purposely picking this cultural site, this historic site, this still entrenched in a lot of, you know, old world stuff. And there's a lot of, you know, the various French, Polynesian, all these different groups that were still in these areas. So that's where he wanted to tell the story. And he told us a lot as long as we didn't tell anybody else. So we had bought a few copies that you're going to see pretty soon online, along with we end up buying what you see also behind us. And I have another one on order, the Rambo's wraparound. I was only allowed to get one at this point.
We have same cover of the American Jesus.
Which this finishes out. I've been loving this story. I'm totally digging it. And I bought the A and B of all of this, all 3 of these issues. Other than actually issue 1, we have a blank cover. You know how we love the sketches.
The Man American Jesus. That's cool. That's a cool cover.
I love this variant. You know, it was a shot in the dark. You know, when first initially made the purchase, they didn't show anything, and it was called Christmas Special. So it was a blind purchase.
This is an interesting book right here. It's actually like, I don't know if you can see, but it's on top.
It's the chip cover, and it's the the cutout, the diamond cutout. This is old 90s stuff. To answer your question, yes, I did get to read the Strange Adventures, and between the solicits that they were teasing and what Scotty had told me, I already kind of knew what it was, but that did not remove in any way the pleasure and the way it was told and the way it was received by me. It's excellent. It's a killer read. It's fun. That's another one that it's going to be forever on my poll.
All right, so we got Venom.
The
end. This is a cool cover.
This is another one we've been waiting on because the original one was damaged. So this one is. You see any problems with it?
Nope.
So it was, I guess, just totally massacred. That's why this company would not send me the thrashed copy. Hey JB. Hope you're well, man.
Can I get the other stack? The final stack.
This
one should have the art in a minute.
I told both Dylan, and now I'm going to throw, if JB wants to do, Matt, if you want to cruise on, they can cruise on for a while because I know JB's going to be doing this thing too. So I will hand you this stack. Just give me a moment while I send out to JB an invite if he wants to take it. And yeah.
Oh my god. This is probably going to be my favorite stack. Just because it's going to have a couple cool things in it. So we got the Thor the concept cover. This is really cool.
Yeah. I like a lot of these concepts. And almost regardless, this is another one of my weaknesses. The concepts, the connecting, even if they do second prints and it turns out to be spoiler things, like a teaser cover, and then they actually do a full appearance in something, and then they do a second print of a spoiler. I'm a sucker for that stuff. I can't help myself.
This is a cool cover. It's got a lot of the Sinister Six sticking their hands. Ooh, it's even got Black Cat sticking her hand out of the window. I know that's Sandman. I know that's Electro, and that's Rhino, but I don't know the other ones.
Yeah, it's
that might be
probably Werewolf by Night.
That looks like
Doc Ock. I would imagine.
You're right.
That's Goblin.
Lizard.
Yeah. You gotta love the Ravencroft stuff. So I don't think there's a variant, right? Yeah, this is cover C. It's so cool. Again, like I said, some stuff they didn't ship until late.
This is Unsacred 3. This is a really cool cover.
That's the high priced variant that I was waiting on. I love it. Damn. See, and the thing that bums me out is Mirka is not coming here. She hit all kinds of other places, but she is not coming here. And it's such a bummer. Hey, comic book hunter.
Weapon Plus. This is a different cover.
I think that's the cover A.
Yeah, it is the cover A.
There you go. And I love this story. It ties in with the other Weapon Plus from the Absolute Carnage. What it's doing, it's building on all the experimental stuff that they were doing with the symbiote in the past, which I believe in somehow is going to tie into the future in the sense of, I believe all this ultimate talk is the stuff that they're going to use in the future stuff that tied into 2099. And I don't know, it might, you never know, might bleed in between. I got to get some sleep later on.
So this is Thor number 2. This is a cool cover.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm digging this. And we see that we, like I said, we've been waiting on this. So we got issue 2, which we haven't got to read. We got issue 3, which we now get to read. And like I said, we these are the things that we wait on, those 40 to 50% deals, because I don't normally get these deals at our LCS. I get different deals that are not as good, but we, like I said, all that you see there, other than this Venom, we got our at our LCS. So 3 different ones,
So we got Spider-Verse number 4.
which I'm digging. We already own 2 versions of this. Yo. And the reason why we own those other 2 versions is we got them double signed by Taryn and Juan.
Yo, what's up,
So that's
gentlemen?
why we end up doing it. Hey,
You got to do the other one so you guys can fit down that second. There you go. That's a good one right there. That's even better. Cheers, everybody. How you doing? Cocktails.
Hey, we're doing well, man. It's good to
We
see
got
you.
Spider-Verse, Peter Parker number 2.
Very nice.
There's another one. Are you reading that one? Lines I've been reading. You know, he reads all the horror and gore and all the hardcore stuff, and I read all these.
I will never take it easy.
Go. I don't know. I refuse to grow up. I refuse to get older and hate.
Forgot about the chat. I got to get the chat open here.
So, hey, Comics on the Mind. How you doing, man?
We got
Mark.
Scream Curse of Carnage number 3.
There we go. Now I got the chat open. Say hi to
Yeah,
everybody.
I'm digging the Scream. And I just put up about 4 days ago, Juan Gideon put up his version of Scream 5.
Boom,
So I don't know if I can get it because he tends to do ratios and incentive stuff, but I'm going to hit him up personally. See what he can do for me.
This is a Silver Cerebus.
Oh, that's cool, man. Put that one up.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been following all the art. What was that? The AV, but I like the Silver Cerebus, and then we ordered the green Aardvark one, and then for the Green Lantern, and then I'm trying to get the Walking Dead one.
Very cool. You know what I should be doing?
Yeah, this stuff's pretty cool. Thanks for joining me too, everybody, and JB. I appreciate it.
Number 5. Oh, it's got Punisher on it.
Yeah. Now, this is the cover A, and originally they would not. Well, yeah, they wouldn't show the character until it came out. So I bought this, knowing that it was tied into the. What is
There's
that?
no art germ in this.
What is that? Middle region area. What?
What?
The art germ of the Mercy is not in this stack.
Oh, that's going to be in the next thing.
Probably.
Yeah, but that's why I bought you a version.
Oh. Sacred number 4. This is a crazy cover.
You guys gonna make me small, put you those big. Put me off to the side real quick, man. Look, you got books to show. Let's see the covers on these. How many books did you get in your pull? I only had 6 in my freaking pull, man.
Well, originally I ended up picking up get that and then get rid of that there. Whoa, and hide. Okay.
There we go.
Look
at this.
Originally, like the other day I ended up picking up.
Nice.
Yeah, we've been reading her stuff for a while, you know, which I give full parental consent. You know what?
Hey, you know, come on, man. We all adults. We know what's going on.
But yeah, I really dig that, and I knew that her Mercy thing was coming up, was going to be really cool, and I'm a sucker, so I've been buying all the double covers, and we've been waiting on it. So they tend to give all the incentives an extra month before they send them, but got this thing pretty quick.
Are you a previews reader?
Number 3.
Are you a previews reader? You always seem to know what's coming out. You know what's coming out in the future.
Well, what I'll do, and I'll even show you once we're done with this, is I go to a site. One of my it's not too local, but it's not too far. A shop near my work, it's only 15 miles away from here, is Golden Apple. Golden Apple is one of 2 fairly large comic shops that they're their own publishers too. So they
Yes.
publish
I've heard some mixed stuff. I've heard some mixed reviews there. I've heard some good and I've heard some bad, but that's like any business, I guess.
They go back way in the past for me, and I know they work with Frankie's. So when it comes to
Frankie's got great exclusives. Yeah, a lot of great exclusives with Frankie's for sure.
That's definitely why I like to utilize them. Now down the street, there's a kind of a more mom and pop shop from them that's only like 4 blocks away.
Yeah,
called Mega City One.
You're in LA, right?
That's where I got all this from, other than this Unsacred and the VN. I bought all that other stuff from this other shop that's
discount
from them.
Do you get a discount?
And I get a 35% discount.
That's what I'm talking about.
And you guys can talk. So we got
he's dying to show books.
All right. No, that's what we're here for, is to you know what? I think is that this one right here?
Yeah, but no, you got a variant. Oh, that's a beauty.
Yeah, this came in my Bolo box from Simple Man's Comics from Brian and Jack over at Simple Man's.
Those guys
hooking it up in the Bolo box right there.
They hooked you up.
Wolverine,
that thing is sweet.
And again, the reason why I end up buying these things, I have the originals, so now I can compare into these, and I don't have to worry about hurting the originals.
Right? I love that, man. That's why I buy the facsimiles for sure.
Right.
So you can get up in it like I got Wolverine.
Jenica right here. Jenica looks cool. She's got like the Wolverine claws.
I'm down with that Wolverine.
On the Jenica.
I'm down with
and I buy the.
I didn't do Jenica. I think I'm missing out.
We're gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Kai, are you reading it?
He hasn't yet.
I'm
trying to get him to.
We're gonna pretend I didn't just. Okay. So we got Ravencroft Institute for the Criminally Insane, and that is where I'll be taking our leave. Goodbye, guys.
You bailing? Oh, you see how you are? Oh, you want to play your games, huh?
Oh no.
Well, you know what? Also, he's got a few books, and he's been ripping into those. He ended up ripping into Mercy. He ended up ripping into Basket Full of Heads, and he's finally getting into the books that I ended up bringing the other day.
Was that the end of the haul?
Well, I end up filling up 3 store folios, and then what you see behind you. So that's like almost 50 books.
Wow. So I came in right at the end there.
Towards the end. I mean, I can them again, but yeah. We end up getting a lot.
Wow.
Oh, you know what he didn't know?
Books for a weekly pull. That's a lot of books.
Well, it was the ones that came in the Jigs.
How
the
you
ones
doing,
that
Jigs?
came inside the box. Comics, yeah, he ends up bailing. The ones that came in the box, that's for my monthly thing. So what I do, like I said, is I go to Golden Apple online. I have them online, and I'm able to right now. I can see the whole month of May, so I compare that to my present pool, and then I just make certain adjustments, and then I know that there's certain things that I want at my shop. There's certain things I want there, and so that's what I end up doing. Is I end up buying those things at the shop, and then there's other things that I would rather get on the pool. So like my incentives, well, initially I was going to get the Jenica 3 Peach Momoko Ninja Turtles for only $8 a piece. Everywhere else they're selling them for as much as $35 and up right now.
I can't do that.
And it's 2 months out.
Oh my goodness, that's 2 months out and they're already going for that?
Right. So,
oh my goodness, no.
So they contact me back and they go, due to popular and demand, we're unfortunately able to do this. So they already sold out, even though I was 2 months in advance.
Wow, that sucks. That's no good.
But that's why I try to get on it.
Are you on the do you have Batman as on your pool?
No, but
what, dude? I've had Batman on my pool for forever with Chino. Well, I know you have it, but I'm saying I've had it on my pull forever. And then recently, I think it was an issue. You can check with this 88 or 89. Billy did a video with economics, and he said, "Put it on your pull. Just put it on your pull." And I did over here in Concord. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put it on the pull. I went in there to get 89, and they didn't have it. It was up at the counter. They were trying to sell it for more. I wasn't having it. He's like, dude, I know you buy it. I'm going to give it to you at cover price. I looked at him. I said, "Oh yeah, by the way, put it on my pull." So I had been on the pull now in 2 different places on Batman. So I'm on it and get it on the pull.
I have a couple of sources. So
Okay.
I was told 2 months ago about issue 89.
Oh, you knew 2
And
months ago. Holy shit.
yeah. And a
That
buddy of
helped.
mine, and what I'm going to tell you right now is, did you hear what Dylan was saying about check out issue 42? Remember what Dylan was saying?
Uh-huh.
That was me.
Because that you got nice. Dylan breaking news. He's
The reason why is
giving him the source.
I have a couple of sources that are able to tell me certain things, but I
He's like, I don't
shoot
want
it
that
through,
coming from me. Let that come.
but as long as I don't tell people
Yeah.
as a spec thing, and I don't go out and I still have yet to sell a book, and I don't go out and do this, I still have the trust of people.
Yeah, you're not out there trying to, drum up.
So they don't mind confining me, and I don't mind it. So when I went to one
So you never sell books at all? Really? You're like Biggie? If you never sell books, where did all the books go? Because Perry said he never sells books too. And there's a couple of people, like Pope C. There's people that very, very rarely sell books. Where do all the books go?
Well, I'm new, so again, coming back. So when I jumped in this, I only had 8 boxes. I am now sitting at 16. But what I've done is I've been strategic because I've been able to clean out closets. So I have all the top closet space so far, and I still have room. I made a deal with my daughter. I'm going to build roll out drawers that will facilitate stuff. So those will in turn hold a little bit more. I've already measured then a long box each, and I can build 6 of those.
So now it looks like you've done some planning. What's the point that you're going to have to stop? Because at some point you're going to run out of closet space, brother.
Right? See, and this is how right now Kai's the one that's actually keeping me in check. Now, initially when I got started,
well, hold on. Before you say that, isn't this like a 50-book haul? I don't think anybody's really keeping anybody in check, brother. 50.
And what I mean by that is when I told them how I initially started, and I told them, I don't want to get too lengthy in that, but I told them what my strategy was, and then when I left, I came back and I maintained that strategy, and then I left and I came back, and now I have that strategy again, which is depending on the book it is, I will buy always 2 covers. So if it's say a 5-issue run, I will always buy an A cover. So let's say you're a buyer and you want to buy a book that, let's say it's 10 years old. Almost always, regardless if you're buying a variant because you desire the cover, not because the market is desiring you to buy the cover, but you almost always buy the A. Mm-hmm. That's just what traditionally market dictates. So if you buy an A and you buy an A of a whole run, then you keep that as a set. Finally, the market is doing what I planned on it doing. Unfortunately, it took almost 30 years for it to do. Is people are now enjoying the fact that you'll put a run together and sell that to them as a convenience. In my case, where I live, I can get some of these signed. So if I can get a cover A signed, and then maybe even all the rest, but at least a cover A sign, have that and sell that as a set of, look, I know they go for $4 each. I know it's $5, but if you want it from me, it's $40 plus shipping. Where are you going to get a deal like this where they barely look there? The way I touch my books, I challenge you to tell that I actually touched my book.
Splash page reader?
Well, and that's it is a lot of times.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what
the
splash page reader is?
I use B covers as those. As long as they're not desired B covers, I will.
No. Splash page actually has a contraption that is designed for you to take your comic book and lay it and read it in there without ever bending any.
Cradling it,
it cradles it perfectly, and you can read your comic without ever really messing up the spine.
I have a dictionary sitting right over there. You can take a dictionary.
Holy moly! Dude, you got Gem Mint Collectibles up in the chat. How you doing, Gem? Nice.
Hey,
hi, man. Chris Barrett is here.
To see you, man.
Thanks for stopping in, Chris Barrett.
Absolutely, thanks. Yeah, so I have found
So
that
we were going back to the question. What is the final number? Because this collection looks like it's growing pretty damn quick, my friend.
So when I meant one by Kai keeping me straight, he's the one that's now telling me, hey, you remember what you originally said? You're not supposed to get emotionally attached. I go, some, but I'm doing this with you now. There's books that I am now emotionally attached because of you, not because of the story. And he said, well, this is what we got to do. So he's the one that's telling me, he's like, this is what Mark is dictating. This is what you need to do. We need to clean these. We need to press these. We need to take these double and triple covers and eliminate this. If you're going to keep getting all these books. And I'm like, whoa, are you kidding? He's like, no, he's telling this to me.
Since you're in LA, you've got like plenty of servicing out in the LA market, or are you pressing books, cleaning and pressing books?
I have always been, when I've done my hobbies, right now I've got, let's say, $4,000 worth of airplanes sitting inside my garage that I used to fly, as model RC stuff. You know what I mean? Well, I never thought I'd be able to have
Come on, man. Car. Perry's still lurking us? Holy shit. Perry, how long are you going to lurk the show?
Jump in, Perry.
Man, happy birthday, Perry, by the way.
Oh, happy birthday.
Perry. Perry's like, I thought I was the old man, but come to find out, Perry's 46 years old today.
No way.
No, he's not.
He's like 26, right?
Yeah, he's just a kid. I'm just fucking with him.
I'm sure he just probably blew his lid. Like, wait, what?
No. Actually, two brothers did it earlier, and it was funnier because he kept it straight for at least a good half minute. I just went. I couldn't handle it.
That's awesome.
Oh shit. Oh,
so
man.
Yeah, very soon I am looking to start liquidating stuff. I mean, Kai and I went on.
I was given a mandate. It's got to fit in this room. This room ain't that damn big, my friend. And I already did the thing with the closet. I thought I was pretty slick. I went to IKEA. I got this little square dealie so I could put the little the short boxes in the square dealie. I got these. Still ran out. That was nothing. That was.
No, you have to build drawers and go all the way to where the door meets when it closes. If you don't do that, you're losing. I already mathed it out. You're losing as much as even those 6 drawers. I'll be losing out 180 roughly books. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, I need the room. And I said this before. No hardcore collector, and I'm not even saying I am, but no hardcore collector will ever say I have too many books. What they'll say is, I don't have the room.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have the room. I don't have the room. And I'm making some tough decisions, man. I'm looking at the collection going, yeah, I don't know if you saw, I just went through like Spawn and almost, I feel bad, but like all the lady characters got axed, from Harley to Batgirl, all those Supergirl Art Germ, covers that I was buying, just cover buying Catwoman and Supergirl and Wonder Woman,
crap.
and just cover buying the hell out of that shit. And now I've moved it all. Well, it's all sorted over here. It's going away quickly,
right?
But the stuff that I am reading, there's a lot of good reads right now. I know you're reading all the X stuff. I'm reading all the X titles. I'm loving Tinian's Batman. It's on fire, and there's a lot of good indie stuff going on right now. And where am I going to put it? Seriously, man. I mean, there's so many freaking books coming in every week. It's crazy.
Well, and again, that's where it comes up. Like, for instance, I know Kai, one of the things that the example he gave me is going, look, we have as many as 3 full sets of Kanto, not including the second prints of stuff, and everything is signed.
My God. He's like, wow.
So he's like, dude, we need to get this stuff pressed and slabbed.
So back to the present. Are you going to press? Are you doing it?
So that's what. Yeah, back to the whole thing. What I want.
Are you doing it?
I want to clean out an area in my garage.
I got a press right over here. I've had it for months over here, and all I keep hearing is that I'm going to fuck up my books. Over and over, you're going to fuck up my books. You're going to fuck up your books. You don't know.
Like anything else.
That's not a real press. That's a t-shirt press. Well, fuck.
Things like that. It's a well, no, t-shirt presses work well. I've seen them. I know people that I've seen many a post that have worked very successfully with probably the model that you have.
I've seen all kinds of videos on the YouTubes about successful pressing with the exact same machine that I have right here.
Right.
It's just
so what my thing
is,
what I'm gonna do.
Chris Barrett's like, do it, just go.
Well, I'm gonna go to the shop here. They have a 50-cent bin, and I am purposely gonna go. Okay, here's one bent on this corner. Here's one bent on that corner. Here's one bent like this. I'm gonna find every version that think of it like bowling. You have to be able to think of every old books around,
man. Because I could go through my whole collection and find all that shit. You don't have to go buy more books to fuck up. You got plenty of books that you probably want to get rid of.
Yeah, no, but I know I can get more than 5 cents on the dollar for, you know what I mean, by the way I have them, then what. But I also know that if I save these things, then there are moments that, let's say during Easter, I can take them to places and they give them out. I can give them to charities and stuff during that.
Why don't you put a couple of bents?
And I did a veteran drive, and I did all this other
t-shirt press. Reggie uses a t-shirt press. Reggie from Reggie Collects is pressing books. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either,
man.
So that's my goal. Is I figured if I went there, practice, and then started my way up with certain books, and now that there is what the hell is his name? Gamma Rays Comics or whatever.
Comics,
That guy he's a wizard.
In LA. There's a lot of guys in LA that are pressers. As a matter of fact, I think TiVo shouts out a presser down in LA.
Really?
Yeah, because that's down in his area. And John's Comics with Kids, I believe, uses somebody down in LA.
That's what I need to do is contact someone like that. What's Downright Nerdy Podcast?
Michael and Riley.
Yeah, I think there's someone I think that's between he and I that I think he's talked about too. So yeah,
Billy presses books. Yes, he has.
Yeah, well, see, and he's actually had some great videos. Billy's actually put out rehydrating videos and pressing videos, and then with Gamma, his almost daily cleaning videos. It's great.
You know what I like most about these facsimiles? The period ads. The period ads, my friend. The period ads. Remember these ads?
Yeah.
12 hits for a cool penny.
God. I remember when it was I think it was 14 hits for a cool penny, and it was 8-track ads.
Oh man, look at the video game splash one.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, Konami.
That's awesome.
Dude, I love the old period ads in these facsimiles. And then look at the back cover of this one. Bam.
Oh, that's cool.
It's on the back of that.
I end up getting because I end up getting a Wolverine regular of the new Wolverine stuff, but I end up getting my die cut cuts and all those other ones too.
See what Jig's telling you? Unless you're about to drop 2 G notes, you're gonna be using a t-shirt press unless you're gonna be spending about $2,000, which I am not spending $2,000 on.
Yeah, there's that, and it really, again, this is what I've learned is it's a slash between art and science by doing it. And there are guys, let's use a musician, and being that I play drums, let's use a drummer, for instance. If you're a really good drummer or even a natural, you can put that person behind a shitty drum set and they're going to rip it apart. They're going to do well. But if a person doesn't know what they're doing, or they'll never have that ability of knowing what they're doing, you can put them behind the best drum set in the world and they'll still show you shit. You know what I mean?
They'll still show you shit. Let's see if this works. I copied this onto a notepad only just in case he came into a chat. Let's see. It worked. I love it.
What's that?
Oh, no. I there's some people that pop into the chat so often that I want to copy so I started copying and pasting into a little notepad that I have open. So when God Tank shows up, I can throw out the fire. Hey, Perry's back and he's not lurking. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, he says he's a horrible drummer. That means he must be a singer. He's got a voice, actually, so who knows?
You know,
Yeah,
it's
I
at the
am
bottom
so
of the hour. I'm
stoked.
supposed to be putting my kids to bed right now.
Well, you know what? I didn't actually want to be on that long. You're
Yeah.
supposed to do a 9 o'clock thing tonight,
No,
right?
no, I never even scheduled one for tonight.
Oh, really?
I never even, there's been so much stuff going on in the comic book community at night. They don't need the show. If the comic book community needs the show, I'll fucking throw one out there. But man, there's so much stuff going on. Plus Perry's lurking thing, I figured that's going to go at least 4 hours, right? You know how Perry
Oh, I
goes.
forgot that's tonight.
Yeah, well, get your ass
okay.
over into the lurking. It's his birthday. So, yeah, you know what's funny? This is hilarious. So I love how Perry's Lurkin show has that automated robot lady that reads the super chat. First, you get the Biggie Shack. What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do shit, and that's hilarious. But then the robot lady reads the chat. So it's his birthday, and I don't know what it's gonna put. I put the little, and it's called a party popper, and she goes, "Happy birthday, Perry, party popper." Well, now other people start doing it, and it was hilarious because Two Brothers comes in with Biggie Shack is coming for, and he writes out, "Is coming for you, MFers," and she reads it. The computer lady reads it, and it was hilarious. She goes, "Biggie Shack is coming for you, MFers, party popper, party popper, party popper, party popper." Shit. Oh man. Anyway, no, Perry stopped the lurking. What do you mean he stopped the lurking? I thought he was going all night long.
What do you mean? That's not like Perry. What the hell?
It's his birthday. Maybe
wait.
Maybe his family actually wants to freaking spend some time with him. They probably dragged his ass away from the computer and said, "Yeah, it's time to have your birthday cake." And I believe it.
Mouth hugs were a priority.
He's taking an intermission. There you go.
He's doing an inner what?
Intermission. He'll go back live here in a second.
I guess that's the euphemism.
Ooh, there he is. The newest daddy to the comic book community that I know of. My man, Chad. YouTube is 90. Chad the dad. Ooh, I like that. We need to start that one. Chad the dad.
So what did you end up picking up this Wednesday? You get anything?
I only had 6 books on my entire pull. Where is that?
Hey, that's control. There's discipline there.
Crazy mad control discipline. But they're coming from Houston. They're coming from Chino, so I have not gotten my books yet. I normally drive out to Concord, but I'm still a little salty. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little salty over last week. I don't want to get all into detail about that one again, but I'm still feeling a little salty, so I haven't gotten out there. Even though they did call me today or on Wednesday and tell me that I had Batman at cover price, and I was like, all right, I'm down with that. But I still haven't gotten out there. But from Chino, I got I can't find the post-it now, man, where I put the thing. I got a graphic for it. Batman, Savage Avengers, definitely. Okay. Let me grab the picture here. Where do I have that? I believe it's in the daily. What's on today? New comic book day. Here we go. All right, let me take a look at the picture. Oh, Daredevil 19, Excalibur 8, Strange Academy 1.
Oh, yeah. And so did you hear? Oh, you didn't hear the whole beginning then. Actually, there was no one on, so I'll reiterate.
Yeah, there's nobody on. Come on, man.
Well, there wasn't at the time. No, there was no one when I told the community. So Kai and I, we met.
Comic Geek is here. Hey, Jason, thanks for stopping in.
At the LA Comic Con, and we rapped with him. So he was telling us he wanted to remove this from Yancey Street. He wanted nothing to do with as far as New York. He didn't want to put it over in the West Coast. He wanted to put this in Louisiana, and he wanted to create a whole new team. And he gave us the whole lowdown. That's why, you know what? At the time I was talking about this, I don't know if you remember as much as almost 6 months ago, but I was saying that this month was going to be expensive. Between all the indie stuff, a whole new indie dropping, a whole new publisher, all this new stuff that's coming out, even Aftershock, everyone's dropping stuff.
Yeah,
and it's going to be thick this whole month. You might get a break next week depending on what you're into, but
this chat is popping, bro. You got all kinds of people jumping in here. Holy shit, man! Count Von Strange the 4th.
I'm glad you guys can hang out with us. So yeah, and I was talking about this Strange book. I was actually, I was talking about, I don't know if you saw, but back here is Sumerian, and I knew that they're going to be able to retell that classic, what was it, 1934 tale of Conan again, and it was like, oh yeah. So basically, you get it in a double tale. You get the original tale in the back of the book, and you get the modern day, comic format of
That's
today.
cool as hell, man. I dig that.
Oh, it's so fucking
That's
badass.
cool.
I mean, I highly recommend it. If you want what Conan was supposed to be, buy that book. If you're not into Conan, which I never was, this is my first Conan book that I can remember buying since 1977. I have a couple 1977 Conans, but that's it. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into Marvel's take, but what you're seeing now is things are becoming public domain. So you're going to start seeing people taking these things and changing up the story, or even taking it back to what it originally was supposed to be.
Hell yeah. Dude, Jigs wants to go live. I'll set up a stream if you want to do that. But dude, I got to put these kids to bed. Gentlemen, I have got to put my kids to bed. And this thing is hopping right now. You need to get Perry up in here. Send somebody the link. Get him up in here.
Yeah,
right? Holy shit. Hey, Discovery. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Southern Comic Geek tell me a great pop-up. I'm having a pop-up tomorrow, which should be pretty good, man. I still got a bunch of books from all those mystery boxes. I opened up 11 mystery boxes from the comic book community, and
oh wow,
I think I kept a total. I think maybe a total of 10 books total out of all 11 boxes. I'm keeping everything else. Gotta go.
Cherry picking.
Gotta go. I got more mystery boxes coming in, as a matter of fact. So got to keep it turning over. Anyway, I got to put the kids to bed. I appreciate you having me on, man. Tell Kai,
I appreciate you hanging out with me.
Kevin, thank you. Tell Kai, good night. JB are like, yeah, I know, man. My wife is like, get your ass. Get the kids to bed. Yes, I'm on my way. Good night, everybody. Peace. Don't forget, we had a good time.
Well, that we did. You take care. Thanks for cruising on, man. I appreciate it. Play community, I don't know if you actually got to see Kai and I. We just got to go through basically around 50 books. I don't know what you end up buying, but I never got to actually got to read this. I am so behind on Stream 3. I love my symbiote stuff. I'm not certain how many of you out there are into the whole stream thing, but ever since the character was rebirthed in the whole Absolute Carnage thing, I was on board. When I heard that they're going to give her own series, yeah, give it to me. Hey, Freaky, you know, Freaky. Well, appreciate you being here. So we finally got to go through all this. That guy running back and forth. I also recommend, this is written by Mr. Stickney, first name Charlie. He's part of a group out here we call the Sketchy Books. And who also belongs to him, Shin. She is a host with us when we do artists. Allie. I am loving that book. When I went through issue 1, thinking, all right, I'm on board. This is pretty cool. It's a story about a guy that, out of obligation, he hangs out at home even though he wants to break away from home and go to college. And at the end of the book, catastrophe happens, obligation forces him to stay at home, and we get into issue 2. We get through issue 2, and halfway through it, all he wants to do is figure out why catastrophe happened. It seemed a little fishy, and things were definitely out of ordinary. Sure, on voice. No, yes. Really, all of a sudden I have Tron voice. Huh? Well, it's right on when he is singing in the robot. Is it the way I'm talking? Is this the way it sounded? No. So I'm dog sound like a bot. Oh, my dog. Yeah. Well, I have a habit of running back and forth and getting the dog worked up. It's their game. And he doesn't want to hang out, I guess. So at the end of White Ash, you end up with a twist in the ending that just has nothing to do with how the story originated. you're doing all this hardcore right turn super sounds your voice. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. UDO. So you got thinking? I mean, I have a hankering to watch Sun now. My sound is back. That sucky ass. See what happened? You check. What ended up happening? Is he still bad, people? My apologies. My really sorry. Womp womp. Well, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll jump on when I don't sound like I'm all fucked up, I guess. It sounds bad. Mike. All right, check this out. I'm gonna do something really horrific. You should never do this. Untouched mine. Checking on the one, checking on the two. Any better? Any worse? Oh, it's any better. Tank, I need to checking on one. So yeah, here's another one I ended up reading. Hope you can now hear. Now no sound? Well, I muted it for a moment. Should be sound now. Going live from the underground. So now there should still, yeah, I see Mike. So yeah, you should have sound now. So I ended up getting this Jenica thing, and it was everything I hoped it to be. Much better. Awesome. It is a story that takes us on a journey to kind of do a little discovery of who she is, how she is, what basically makes this individual up. Jenica is a fun tale. It's not trying to be anything like a major key of any type. All it's really trying to do is just give a little background. And I'm liking it. I'm liking the writing. I'm liking the art. It's perfectly representative of what's being told at this time because of this mutant situation that's happening. So I will now just kind of briefly re-go through what we did. Captain Marvel, Ghost Rider. I'm loving the Ghost Rider tales. These things are a lot of fun. It's very well written. Doesn't matter if you know any of the past of it. The Star is a decent read. It's also not trying to be anything major, but Thompson is doing a decent job writing this. So it's Sorber's male or female. Did we get it back? Terminator 2, okay. Pew pew. Hey, two gun. Did we get back to the whole voice is all fucked up again? Is the voice bad again? Mother of Demons. I really like the Ghost Rider stuff. Finally got our Thor stuff. Hey, it looked like my computer is doing some funky resetting things. So yeah, I had to get. I always get the first 3 issues of ongoing series. I always get an A and B cover. It's just what I do. I end up also, speaking of which, getting two covers of the 23. I end up getting this variant. And I had no idea. I bought it blind. That was going to be one of those hardcore ones to get. I love this Wolverine. If it continues as such, this is going to be great. I know it's two separate tales. They're both great to me. And this is the A of the mother. Demons. I don't know if you're reading that run, but and I made mention earlier. This is done by Brandon Easton as far as the writer, and he's a buddy of a friend type situation. Anyways, I'm supporting not only him but the book. More likely, I'll end up seeing him pretty soon, getting that signed. But yeah, I'll end up picking up a few issues. Support a buddy. And then I end up picking up the facsimile. And the reason why is now I can go ahead and get my original clean and pressed. Because now I have something to read. Now I don't have to worry about damaging the original, obviously. Seems kind of secondary. And then, yeah, I end up, that's just, half of that was basically what I ended up purchasing this week. The other half is what also came in our shipment. Yeah, Kai ended up picking out that cover. Trinity. You missed that Scotty Young cover, mine. Yeah, I do some rather radical things in the sense of I end up sometimes buying books blindly to get the deal. So I end up getting that Scotty Young cover for only $2.39. But I had no idea what I was buying, until it was already hot. I got the deal, but as you well know, that's not necessarily all that's not normally the situation. And then, yeah, like I said, I ended up finally getting my Ravencroft stuff. So I've been waiting on. These are my monthly deals that I get. And then the Scream 4. Juan Gedeon is doing a cover of Scream 5, but I think it's an incentive. And he's kind of a buddy. And I always have him sign. So if it's a 1 in 10, I'm gonna try to get it, and maybe he can go ahead and give me a sign on that. I'm reading the Spider-Ham. Kai's not. I'm trying to get him to read it. It's fun. This is the A cover. I think my some of my guys just said, hey, Dylan, jump on, man, if you're around. You know how that is. You get too many books going on. This is one of the books that I'm dying to jump into. I'm trying to get all these Cerebus books that have been coming out. These things are fun. Yeah, he does. This was mine though. Yeah, he ends up. I tell him I always get the A cover, because that's how I end up buying things. And then that if we end up buying more of one of something, then he gets to go ahead and pick the B's, or the secondaries, I should say. Hey, Jigs, glad to see you back. Yeah, Spider-Ham, Goose. Spider-Ham is funny. And I'm digging the Spider-Verse thing. I know there's only 2 left. I'm looking forward for it to be done. Not because it's bad, just because I'm enjoying the ride so much that I want it to come to the ending I think it will. I was told by my mind's drawing a blank right now. The gentleman who ended up telling me. He ended up doing Miles Morales number 15 graveyard scene, 14 graveyard scene. Can't remember his name. Anyways, he ended up giving me information that told me that the Spider-Verse directly ties into the Miles Morales things that are happening. And that was when the whole big 13 and 10 was with Miles Morales. So I was like, okay. Then, yeah, this is one of the covers that this company would not ship to me because it was damaged. So they end up getting a good replacement and finally shipping it out. Got to respect a company like that. They would not send out a bad product. Got to love that. And I've been reading this on Sacred, and this was the 1 in 10 that I've been waiting on. But Mirka, I dig her stuff. You know, she's the one that's also doing this Mercy right now. If you didn't see, Kai did an ultra brief little not synopsis, but a little brief summary on what he read. And I'm looking forward to reading it myself. I've not read it. I love this cover. Love this Thor stuff too. Well, I'm a Donny Cates fan. I'm liking a lot of his writing right now. Well, thanks, Hugan. I appreciate that. Yeah, and Dolpho. She's the shit right now. She's going to be discovered, I think, at the end of this, meaning a lot of people are really going to start giving her respect that she so deserves. She's been doing stuff for quite a long time, and yeah, I think she's finally getting that recognition that she so rightfully deserves. And then I got the American Jesus A and B, the number 3. So on that, I don't know if you, at the time that they're offering these things, and when I am buying my books, I end up always buying them 2 months in advance. So when they're offering or soliciting this American Jesus, it was solicited as Christmas gift or mystery Christmas gift or something like that. And you had to buy it, both issue 1 and 2, with not knowing exactly what you were buying. I had no clue what I was buying. So I ended up saying, screw it. I'm going to buy the A and B covers of all 3 issues. And what a gamble that was. But it was great. It was a great gamble. Yeah, this is cool. And I have one more store folio full. I just got to kind of gently store some of these things without... yeah, I can't believe I was waiting on all these Spider-Hams. 2, 3. I think I even have 4 in here, didn't I? That's kind of incredible that I was waiting so long for so many books. You know, I end up getting in, like I said, about 50 books. And then these guys. So the other Venom 23 A cover. And then like I said, I love the Venom stuff. And then Kate's. You know, I have a belief that this is all going to end up tying together. And then if you're not following this, then you're missing out on a cool little adventure story that's doing a cool little crossover. The guy that writes that is the same person that also writes Army of Darkness. That is out right now, or is referred to, I think, as the Death to the Army of Darkness. And it's fun. That's also another fun tale. And for the first 3 issues, they're doing all these Spider-Man homages that I've been picking up. The first one, I have plans of picking up the next 2 because I want to try to get these things signed. I want all this shit signed. And this is not a cover buy for me. I'm actually reading this stuff. It's a slow burn. It's fun. It's not bad. But if you're looking for hardcore constant movement, you ain't going to find it there. I ended up getting the A and B in this. So that would be what? That's the A, right? Yeah, that's the A. And Double Trouble. Finally, this finishes this storyline out. All these kid ones are for me. They're not for Kai at all. Maybe. No, Motel 6. And then, yeah, the whole Spider-Verse thing. Got one more. And that is everything. Yeah, I love the Weapon Plus too. I don't know if you read the Absolute Carnage Weapon Plus, but the idea behind these two is that to give you the idea of all this experimentation. I believe that what they're trying to do is give you an understanding of that with the ultimate Venom thing that's going to be hopefully tying into what's happening with Dylan, and which is part of the Venom line. I'm hoping all this ties in together is what I'm getting at, and I believe it will. You know, I think we're going to end up seeing this ultimate Reed Richards character play a heavy role in stuff with this development of all the symbiote tales. And I would love Thor to somehow play a part in that. And even Surfer come back somehow playing a part, because people, I believe, really responded well with the Surfer tale, the whole symbiote Surfer Black, you know, storyline with him, you know, playing with Null. But if he even just plays with anything symbiotic, I think that would end up working. I just said symbiotic as a relationship in the storyline. It's not how I meant it. No pun intended, but I'll still keep it if you're going to give it to me. Because of how it works out as far as the storyline and how people responded to it, I think it would be smart for them to go ahead and almost retell a different form of that, which they could. You know, I guess just milking that cow, which is a pretty cool cow. You've been to. Well, that's what I stay at. All the ones that you want to, you know, if you can't throw a black light in the hotels that you stay at, and it doesn't look like there's a party going on in there, then you're not staying at any cool places. I don't know if anyone out there remember this band, but I had to get this cover. I have no idea behind even considering reading this. Fortunately, even when I received it, ended up with a couple of nicks. So there's breaks. There's definitive breaks in it. So at best, I would give this like a high 8. Anyways, what I'm getting at is it's a nostalgic buy, and I wanted to get it, and I dig it. I don't plan on reading it, though. I do plan on mylaring that thing up, though. I might even, you know, it's not worth anything, but I might even throw that thing in a top loader. Yeah, Love Shack. Hey, mind if I go to the next Spider-Verse #1? No, it's a great tale. It's fun, and I don't think it's that hard to find if you're looking for the Spider-Verse stuff. It tends to work out if you're a spec dude. That every Spider-Verse has always has some form of key in it. This is the first one so far that doesn't seem like it's doing anything major, other than if you want to count a Walmart special and you're talking issue 1 where it shows Spider-Zero in it. Other than that, no. But as far as story is concerned, it's a fun story. Oh, that boy just ran in that room. I was going to have him sign out with me. Hey, I appreciate you community hanging out with me. I appreciate you hanging out with both of us. I wanted to show you what we end up getting in. I wanted to give you some brief, basically, damn, I want to tell JB something, but I wanted you know, to have a quick little review on a couple of books that we did too. I couldn't find it at my LCS, which was crazy. Really, that's unfortunate. But at saying that, I live here in the city, and we sold out of Strange Academy every place I went to by end of sales day. And when I mean sales day is a lot of places won't sell up until, let's say, if they close at 8, they won't sell past 8 o'clock, but they still hang out. They're still doing cleanups, and they still allow the people that are still there to hang out. And you can pull all kinds of stuff that you want. Don't hate some of these stores. I respect for what they're doing. But they won't allow you to buy them. What they'll do is, with the places that give me these rad deals, is they'll say that you were allowed graciously to stay past the hour because a lot of people will push it up until 9 o'clock and stuff that I've seen, and that's why they had to implement this. So what they do is they allow you to put all those books into your box. They give you the discount and everything, but you're not allowed to get it. So I don't hate on them. I get it, because there are times that they've let me in past the hour of buying stuff, and they allowed me to put things that I knew that I wanted and I didn't have on my pull list, take them off the shelf, throw them in my box, and then I can even still write it out. It's like, oh, hey, just throw it back on the back on the stand if I already had it in my pull, or if I end up finding I had it at another place, because I end up shopping at so many places, I forget what the fuck I have at times. So I'm like, hey, put that back. And if someone really wants to put it in their box, and don't hold it for me, because sometimes I accidentally have it at other places. So again, I want to get out of here. I already went a little bit longer than I thought I wanted to. And much love to you. I appreciate you guys. You stay well. And from Kai.